Hi everyone, Brian from Variable Traders here. It is Tuesday, November 19th. Just going to do an unusual video. It's more of a day trading video than a swing trade video that I usually do, but I just wanted to point out something I noticed today. And again, I talk in the room about sort of that first half hour, 45 minutes of movement in a stock at the open, and then after that we get choppy. And I was looking at this chart, ATNX, and I took it on a 15-minute basis, and just wanted to show people here what we're talking about and where the money can really be made when you're day trading. And this isn't going to be the same for every stock, but it seems to mirror stock movement at the open. So here you've got ATNX. We get a gap up. There's some good report on, I guess, some drug, prostate cancer thing that they had come out with. So you get a nice gap up here. And then, of course, it's a gap and go or an opening range breakout here. And you can see here, this is the first 15 minutes of trading. And you can see here it's starting to break out. Look at the size of the candle in that first 15 minutes. Really nice. So you get a big move first 15 minutes. Second candle, second 15 minutes. The candle isn't quite as big as the first one. So that's your first half hour. And you can see here that first half hour, it basically touched a level here that where a lot of the gains had already been in the stock from down here. So if you look at where it topped out here after in the first half hour, and that's what I'm talking about, how stocks tend to move the most in the first half hour of trading, sometimes 45 minutes. So we did get a bit of a move higher 45 minutes in, and even an hour we got a little bit more of a move here. But you can see how the candles get smaller in size. So you get less of a movement as that day progresses. And then we get into what I call the choppy part of the day, which is where it becomes more difficult to trade. And not surprising, it seems to be, if you want to lose money, this is where you can do it, because here you see, you know, um, green candle, red candle down, some profit taking, green candle back up, people buying the dip, red candle back down. So this is the choppy action, that you're going to see at this time of day quite often, and this is where you're going to end up losing money, because you're going to try to play it to the upside when it looks like it's going to try to break out. It's going to pull back. You're going to think, okay, maybe it's a short, and then you're going to go short, and then it's going to pop back up again. And this is where you really can get chopped up. And this is this is the part of the day that you got to be careful about. And you can see here for the next little while, we just had a nice pendant forming there. So it took quite a while to resolve. Yeah, it took till pretty much noon to resolve, and then it finally started to break out to the upside again. But it took quite a bit of chop here, and that's just where you make some money here, and then you try to keep trading it, and you give it all back, and that's what we're talking about in the room. And so I thought this really this price action on this stock really illustrates why this is, I'm going to call it the golden half hour, those first two 15-minute candles, and then that next hour or two of trading where you just get chopped up, and then eventually you get a nice reversion to the uptrend here, and it had a nice second run up higher. So I just thought this was a good stock to illustrate, what we talk about when we say, why Andrew and myself don't hang around in the room. We just don't want to be playing in this environment right here. It's where you're going to give back money that you've made in the first half hour. So if you stick around long enough, you might be able to find a trend that'll break out of this choppy pattern. And quite often you do. And if if you'd have been watching this later in the day, you would have caught this trend probably as it broke out from this wedge. But and if you choose, and some people choose to stay all day and trade all day, you're going to always find nice setups. You're going to find nice setups. You just don't get these nice big directional moves right that you get when you get at the beginning of the market. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to go over here and illustrate. And I'll be looking for other stocks that I can show the same sort of effect here. But that's definitely the premise of why this first half hour, 45 minutes is really golden for a day trader who's trading the direction, trading the momentum of the trade at the open. And look at the volume here too. You've got big volume moves here. Once you get down into this area here, volume's lighter. Again, tends to be a little more choppy. So that's it, everyone. Hope you're all having a good evening, and we'll see you in the Bear Bull Trading Room in the morning. Bye for now.